first time that I met George Weimer, I had just moved to Alliance, Ohio. I had just gotten the job at what was then Mount Union College. And I was unpacking my office. It was a very hot August day. I was pretty bored. I was very lonely. I was very homesick. I didn't know anybody in town. And George just happened to wander through the building into my office. And in his very typical George way, he just kind of invited himself into my office. And I am so absolutely very glad he did, because he spent about an hour with me as I was continuing to unpack. He made me feel welcome. He made me feel known, appreciated. And I thought, okay, fine, if this is what Alliance and the people of Alliance, and especially George Weimer, are all about, I'm more than happy to be here.
Thank you, George!
You know, my memories of him, he's kind of the face of Mount Union here. I think for a lot of people it would be a very pleasant experience meeting George, and I think they would associate Mount Union and very friendly campus atmosphere, and recall their one of their first memories of meeting someone on campus being George, and one of the reasons that may have led them to Mount Union. So a lot of credit to George, great human being, and we appreciate all you've done over the years for University of Mount Union.
George, on behalf of the basketball team and our entire staff, we want to thank you for everything you've done for us. Just know we appreciate your passion for life and for our beautiful university. And on behalf of the Raiders,
Thanks, George! Go Raiders!
I think George Weimer best resembles what Mount Union's all about in terms of family and people wanting to help others succeed. And George is always out there trying to get to know somebody and helping them pursue their dream. And he's always friendly, and I think that's what resembles Mount Union's friendly campus atmosphere. I've known George a long time, as we all have, and one of the things I remember most is the noise he can make at a game as just one individual. And back when you were allowed to bring noisemakers to games, back when I played here, and George traveled all the way to Maine to watch our women's basketball team play with his cowbells, and now he has his stick and his patented "Go Raiders" that we'll never forget. We love you, George.
Thanks, George! You're the best!
Once in a lullaby.
Hi, George and Shirley. I'm sorry that I can't be with you tonight. It happens to be my nephew's wedding, and his family needs my godson, so I really do need to be there, but I would certainly would like to be with both of you and the rest of the crowd tonight. I have to say thank you very much for all the work that you've done for Sigma Nu, and to you, Shirley, for all the time that you let him spend with the fraternity. Over the years, George, you've done very many things. You've worked as an advisor with the House Corps. You've taken care of the students in good times and in bad. And that's really something special. Not everybody can do that, and Sigma Nu really wouldn't be if you hadn't put out so much extra effort on your own. As advisor, you and I know just as you do how difficult it can be sometimes, but also how really rewarding it is. Honestly, George, I learned so much from you and so much about how to handle the fraternity that it's really enabled me to do my job. It's an opportunity that I'm so glad I've had the chance to do, and I'm so glad that people like you have paved the way so that I could do this and that students in the future can do this, and that Sigma Nu is going to be around for a long time. Thank you again, George, and we really, really appreciate your help, and we look forward to seeing you down at the house one of these days soon. God bless.